Hey guys, TJ Banski here, coming at you from the Pacific Northwest. And I'm here to talk about overcoming the anxiety feeling that is everywhere right now. Anxious feelings of like what ifs, future things, future thoughts. What's going to happen with this whole COVID thing? What's going to happen with our current government? All these different things that are literally out of our control that we can't really control. But the biggest thing is that we can definitely control how we feel and how we think. Let me explain. So the first strategy that kind of helps me in like overcoming any sort of anxiety, I fight anxiety on the daily. For a while, I would say for quite some time, I was pretty anxious about even like meeting new people, letting them in, being friendly with other people. I mean, of course I'd be friendly, but like letting them into a certain layer of level of actually opening up and being myself. For quite some time, I would just be kind of a standoff type of person and just watch and wait. And nowadays, it's more or less trying to get to know as many people as possible, creating that network of people, and basically sharing dreams and goals with them. Again, it's quite the transformation from when I was younger to now. It's been a night and day sort of thing. But again, everything is a gradual baby step towards where you want to become later. One of the big steps that I did to kind of like help overcome anxiety feelings in general is controlling my breath. So a lot of times when it comes to like meditation, things like that, with meditation, you're constantly breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and filling your stomach rather than filling your chest with air. And with that breath, it just kind of is, I don't know, it feels really good. Meditation may not be for everyone, but for me, it definitely worked. I would do meditation maybe 10 to 20 minutes a day in the morning. And so it's really just helpful to kind of keep me grounded, and as well as be present in the moment. Again, so just listening to your breath, breathing in for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. And it may feel weird after a while, but like if you do 6 of those, I'm guaranteed that you'll feel a little bit better about what's all happening around us. Number 2, one of the great ways of kind of overcoming this anxiety feeling is I use this acronym called HALT. HALU or HALT, HALT. So I ask myself these 4 questions. Anytime that I'm feeling kind of anxious or feeling, uneasy, things like that, I would ask myself, H, am I hungry? When was the last time I eaten? Sometimes I would go 12 hours without eating. Wake up first thing in the morning, grab some water, and then the day kind of flies by, and all of a sudden it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I look at my watch. Oh my gosh, I haven't eaten yet. Busy with my job, my job. Like sometimes I just get so focused in on what I'm doing, I completely forget what's happening. That I need to eat. You need to eat. So definitely get some consume some nutrients and get your mind rolling again. A, which stands for angry. So I rarely get angry, but when I do, it's kind of one of those things that if I am, I try and go work it out, whatever it is, face the problem either head on and or go run it off or clean my entire house. One way or another, I'm going to get that frustration or anger out by stepping away from the situation for a second and then taking a deep breath and going at it again. I don't know how you guys handle anger, but again, it's different for everyone. If you go exercise, if you go work it out and then come back at it and attack it again, more or less it'll probably feel a little bit better after that. L, which stands for lonely. Loneliness, I used to feel that a lot when I was younger. I felt like I was alone in the world, that no one could really understand me. And again, that had a lot to do with the anxiety that I had with opening up to people and being able to like network and or create friendships and things like that. And so in regards to that loneliness, I feel like with social media, I'm able to connect with a lot of different people, of course, but it's nothing like the same of actually meeting people in person and actually seeing them smile in real time and or, make them laugh in real time kind of thing, or receive a hug or a high five, things like that. So it's not quite the same. Of course, like with COVID, now we're able to have, say, 5 people in the same room, or like an outside setting, like for picnics and things like that. So it's like whenever you're feeling lonely, reach out to someone that you want to be with or be hanging out with. Like give them a call or throw them a text message. Whenever you feel lonely, just reach out. That's the biggest thing that you can do for yourself. And you're never really alone, essentially, especially when you've worked on like the self-love and self-care of yourself. Because honestly, if you got to love your company too. It's another thing. I can go over it in another video for sure. Lastly is T for tired. Okay, so I know all you workaholics like me, sometimes sleep just doesn't occur to you. Like you're constantly working, you're constantly on the go. When was the last time that you took a siesta or a nap during the middle of the day? Or even, I don't know, after breakfast, sometimes after lunch, just a 20-minute power nap, things like that. If you're feeling tired, you should take a rest or sleep in. Say it's a weekend, sleep in just a little bit, or press snooze that one time. If you're needing that sleep, get the sleep, because nothing can starves your poor mind and like your poor body which is trying to recover from all these different things that are happening to it. So make sure that you're getting enough sleep and rest. Number 3, one of the big 3 things that for overcoming anxiety is to imagine that you're going for something exciting. So for instance, excitement and anxiety are pretty much the same chemicals that happen in your brain. When you say that you're anxious, but you're actually really kind of excited for something else that's happening, like say a promotion or something new that's happening, tell yourself that you're excited. Psych yourself out, as they say. Repeat to yourself, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. I had to do that a couple of times before I started this video because I was a little bit anxious because I hadn't done a video like this in a very long time. Again, you're excited. You're trying to get to the point where you're excited about these new changes that are happening, whether it be a good thing with your job, a good thing with your family, but either way, shift your mind to becoming excited, saying out loud that I am excited, and putting that feeling of excitement in your body. Number 4, another great way to overcome anxiety is to shift your focus. So there's been a lot of anxious news out there. What's going to happen in the elections? What about this coronavirus? What about this? What about that? There's things that you can only control here in the present, and that is your thoughts and your feelings. So shift your focus to not what is going to happen in the future, what's going to happen this, what's going to happen that, what if, but focus on what your passions are right now. Are you and your family getting together to have a barbecue? Are you having a game night later tonight? Are you going to be going for a promotion? Focus on the things that you can control in the moment, and from there, you can overcome this. So lastly is probably one of the biggest questions that I tend to ask myself, and to purposely be present in the moment, not only through meditation and through breathing, but to ask myself this question: am I okay in this moment right now? So a couple nights ago, I was having quite a few different nightmares of all the different anxiety media things that were happening. For like three days solid, I was looking at social media first thing in the morning, and I had promised myself, like literally months before, that don't look at social media first thing in the morning because it will just make you anxious. Don't do it. And I broke my promise and looked at it 3 days in a row. And when I did that, I started having these horrible nightmares of like different things, different scenarios crazy what ifs. And I had to literally psych myself out again and say, hey, is this really happening? Is it something that I can control right now? How am I feeling? Like you wake up and you realize that you're not in that crazy situation that you were in your dream, but you're actually safe at home in your bed. You're surrounded by people that you love. You have a roof over your head. You have a job. You have a car. You have food in the fridge, things like that. So basically, it's reassuring to yourself and asking yourself, are you okay in this moment right now? It's like, I know that I have X, Y, and Z to do in the future, but come on now, focus right here and right now. Is there something that, take this moment to just ask yourself, are you okay right now, in this moment, right now? And if you can say yes to it, then the things that you have to do in the future will come a little bit easier. Staying calm, cool, and collected when you're making decisions, especially for your family or for your future, can be really, really beneficial when you're able to just kind of step back for a moment and think about it. I know it took me a while. It takes a lot of practice. It's an everyday occurrence for me to just kind of step back, realize what I need for myself, go through all of these different strategies to lower my anxiety, lower that anxious feeling, and then proceed as normal, or proceed in a calmly fashion. I hope these tips helped you guys. And if you have any, other great tips for overcoming anxiety or those anxious feelings, feel free to drop a comment down below. And again, thanks for your patience with this next video. I apologize, it's been a while. But yeah, if you guys like this content, please share with a friend, comment, like, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I will see you in the next video. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Keep kicking and smiling. TJ Banski out.